All right, transitions today. Transition is one of my favorite subjects. One, because I'm not getting any younger, so I rely a lot on my position when I play. We have in the academy are 35, 40 plus, so it's not like they are going to get much younger either. We like to share with them that if their position on court and their way of moving is correct or better than most, then they will be able to play at a very good level. They will be able to always feel that they are in the right spot. They will be able to protect the court pretty much optimal. Also, there is a lot of confusion if I'm here, am I too far? Is my partner upset because I'm playing from this distance? This is not too far, guys. Remember that ideally, of course, I want to be here. But in reality, you don't always have the time to get to that perfect position. Not at once. Yeah? So many times, you are going to have to hit a ball from the transition area to then transition to the optimal area. There is a nice statistic, or more like a graphic. In this World Padel Tour, sometimes they put a percentage on where the players are. And you will see that most of the time, the highest percentage where the players are is in the transition area. Don't call it no man's land. It's the stupidest thing you can say when you are there the most. Yeah, but that's not the subject today. How can you transition well and effectively? Well, here, the technique that you use for volleying regarding your footwork and your steps is not negotiable. Because, for example, I have a player that likes to play the volleys open. It's not my favorite thing, but I understand sometimes you're going to use that technique. But what I want to specify today is that you don't use that technique from here. Then it's completely wrong. Yes? You might use the technique of volleying open or just doing the stupa and receiving the ball because you are already in a good position. Also because you are in a position that is fairly close to the net, so then you don't have that much time to react when the ball gets to you. Also, because the net is closer to you, you don't necessarily need to put your body weight behind the ball every single time. I'm sure that if you could choose between bowling like this and bowling like this, you will choose the one shot where you can actually step forward and put your body weight behind the ball. But being realistic is not always possible from this position. But if we go back to the transition area, please, if you volley open, then you are not transitioning. Then you are hitting, and then you are moving, which is not the definition of a transition. A transition is moving at the same time you are hitting. Basically, you are impacting the ball, and then with a step and the right timing, I will transition to the next area without the need of running. Yes? Also, because you are far from the net, and this is why you gotta be okay being far from the net, because sometimes it's better to not have the need of getting in that perfect position, but instead prioritizing stopping before the opponent hits so you can observe and be ready for whatever comes, so you can do your proper technique to transition and then take an optimal or better net position. So I will show you how to transition. Yes, a good exercise is you put yourself behind the second post, which is a very realistic position that you have, for example, after an overhead. And then you practice getting to the net position with one step. Yeah? And again, back. You go, react, boom. Yes? And back. Yeah? Go, bam. Yeah. Why is it important to take the step? Again, for two reasons. To transition, to change position from here to there. At the same time, I'm basically hitting. And even more important, to put your body weight behind the shot. So your shot actually has some pace and length. Yeah, instead of, for example, I don't want to see this. Yeah, it's gonna pop, it's gonna be weak. You don't have time to go in. Yeah, maybe the guy is gonna be in a better position if you don't transition with the correct footwork. So remember, you are here, boom, transition. Yes, and again, you're here, bam, transition. So the power comes from your leg, from your step, not from the arms. It's a horrible mistake. So the racket is gonna do very little. Remember, your racket holder, and then the leg is what gives you the power. Bam. Yeah? Use that footwork, develop the understanding of the transitioning area, and be okay playing from what some of you call no man's land. Don't call it that. It's the transition area, and you need to develop that in order to play better paddle. All right, keep it tasty, guys.